I'm sitting upstairs at the Hi-Fi bar. I've got Neil and JP from Clutch. Your fan base is quite rabid. You know, you're either a massive Clutch fan or you've never even heard of the band. What do you put that down to?
I think the music has a real honesty. A lot of folks out there who think they're into music are actually more into looking a particular way and kind of identifying themselves with the fashion element over the musical side of things. If you can find a band that you really like, you tend to listen to that band for a lot of years. I mean, I still listen to Black Sabbath. I still listen to the Bad Brains. I still listen to Miles Davis. I don't know if you can say that people are going to be doing the same thing 20 years from now with some of the bands that are out there today.
You had someone who was so much of a Clutch fan that actually tattooed your signatures on their stomach?
It was right before Pure Rock Fury, and he said he was going to do it, and we didn't believe him, and he came back, and he had him on there. Pure Rock Fury came out, and we never saw him again. Maybe he was disillusioned with the record and fell out of love with the band, and as a constant reminder of the band he once loved. So I would always advise people not to do that.
I guess you're hard to pigeonhole. There's the stoner thing, there's the early punk days, there's the southern rock, there's the metal thrown in there, there's obviously the blues influence, which is people have commented about the new album. Thankfully there's no emo.
We weigh too much to be in an emo band.
A few people tipped that you guys were going to go on to bigger things, in the late 90s, perhaps, and become the next thing, heavy rock band to kind of break through. That didn't happen. Is there any resentment?
The way I look at it is, here I am in Australia with my rock band. We played a sold-out show, and I'm doing another one tonight. There's a lot of bands that can't even get out of the garage. And I think if you're looking for some kind of awesome success or some kind of award, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, and you're not in it for the right reasons. I consider the band to be incredibly successful if you kind of look at the broader picture. Hanging gold records on your wall is nice, but if that's what you're looking for, you're just kind of acting a sucker.
Your heart's obviously in the right place. You've been doing it for almost 20 years now, hanging out all day, every day. So do you drive each other crazy every now and then?
Sometimes when I'm trying to get out of the van, Neil leaves his backpack right by the door, so I have to step over the backpack.
We give each other our space.
Apparently you have a bit of a penchant for KFC, is that true?
Nope.
Neil, you have an English degree.
This is true.
You had to choose between becoming an English teacher, a writer, or fronting a rock and roll band.
Well, I never chose those things. That's just kind of where life took me. Glad I did it. I think it, helped me kind of understand lyrics in maybe a way that I wouldn't have, had I not done that.
Do you think one day you'll fall back and, do the English teaching thing?
I know, I'll talk to Sting first and see what his opinion about that is.
You have a close relationship, obviously.
Yeah, we like, a nice glass of wine and 15th century English ballads. It's nice.
I want to talk about the album. There's a lot of blues influences, and I guess that's indicative in the title, Beale Street, the famous street to the blues. A lot of it originated there and still's played there. The title is From Beale Street to Oblivion. What's the title signify?
It's a place that we've played a bunch of times. It is a mecca for rock and roll and blues, but that line in particular was taken from a tune, The Devil in Me, because picking an album title is really beastly and it's a chore, but that one seems to kind of stick out as more of a vibe than any kind of deep concept.
How's everyone taking to the new material? Like, are you showcasing a bit off From Beale Street?
But both here and in the United States, these are the biggest shows of our careers, which I think is a good indication of people's, opinion about the new material.
It took a long time for you guys to come out to Australia, and a lot of fans were really happy about it. Last tour went great. This tour's gone even better. Will we see you back here again?
The crowds are here, and it's a great rock, especially here in Melbourne. It's a great rock and roll town. The show's been phenomenal, so there's no reason not to.
JP? Neil? Thanks for coming on BTV.